Well, hello and welcome. It is time once again to try to fix something. And today on the workbench we have another PS5 Blu-ray edition this time that is not working properly. And I thought this was a no power. It's close. It's not quite a no power though. Let me show you what it's doing if I could. Plug in the power. We get 3 beeps. Unplug it again. Wait a second or two and plug it back in. So yeah, there you go. Leave the cord in there. 3 beeps and then she doesn't do anything. Now I don't know if I've ever fixed one of these. I know what it is, at least I think I do, and I know how to fix it. I think this is a corrupted BIOS. I can't remember if I've done a video on one of these or not, but those 3 beeps like that when you apply power, it usually means that the south bridge cannot load its software off of the flash memory. It's corrupted in some way. So let's see if that's the case. Let me get the covers off. We'll get this board out, get it inside, and see if we can figure it out. And it would appear this is a 1215 model, which you can tell by the little small cover here as opposed to the long one. And it has been opened before. So yeah, that's what we're working with today. Does look like the majority of the screws are here though. I see one missing there. Spoke too soon. Those are still there. Okay. Alright, let me get it on apart then. Alright, here we are inside the workbench, and I want to take a quick look at the current draw of this board. I don't know if I've ever checked one of these that's not initializing because of the corrupt stuff like this, corrupt firmware. So let me apply power to it over here. Let's see what it does. Yep, 14 milliamps is the highest it went. And of course we still get the beeps. Do it again. Yep, okay. So rather dead. But yeah, I believe our problem is going to be right here on this IC. So we're going to remove that and see if we can read anything off of it. I have a feeling it may be too far gone, but maybe we can get the stuff we need off of it, MAC addresses, serial numbers, that kind of stuff. Transfer that over to another working BIOS file and see if that gets us back to some kind of normal functionality. All right, well, I have our chip in a reader. Let's see if we can read its contents now. Hopefully she's not too far gone. Let's see. Read. And oh yeah, we're reading. Excellent. Sony Computer. Entertainment Incorporated. Alright, so we do have that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some corruption here though. But at least we have something to start with. Now I need to find a good donor, which I think I've got on here somewhere. Let me hunt for it. Alright, now that we have it dumped, I think I'm going to give the BWE NOR validator tool a check and just see if it will, you know, find some corruption. Maybe it can repair it this time. So option 1. There's only one in there, I believe. Right. Now let's see if we can validate it. Option 9. 1 danger. Is that correct? Yep, just the one. What are the chances it can fix that? I'll go ahead and upload it. And say no, it was not, and it was not blood. Okay, so now I guess I got to start it over again. All right, let's try this again. Validate. Well, we've already checked it. Let's regenerate it. Use method 1. I don't think that's going to fix it. Okay. Now if I validate that file, well, I got to select it. Select, validate or patch. We want the one that's been regenerated, number 2. And validate that one. Still have that same danger. So I don't think we could fix those NVS problems. Okay. That means I need to just go ahead and find a donor file from a EDM32 and modify that manually. Well, I have found a suitable donor for the EDM32 board that I have working on. So I need to move some stuff over though. So I am going to pick in the NOR tool 1, and I'm going to pick my donor one, which is number 2 there that says working. So I'm going to pick number 2, and now I'm going to say I want to do a Mac harvest, number 7, and I'm going to pick the one that I'm taking the Macs from, which is the one that came off the board, number 1. Harvest Mac from B to put into A. Make sure I've got this right. Dumps. Say. Yep, from B to put it into A. That looks right. Yes. All right. So now we have a patched file that has the correct Macs from the other machine. Now I need to manually move over some serial numbers, stuff like that, which I'll just do with a hex editor. Alright, so what is the next part of our process? I'm going to move the serial number over. I've got both files open here in the hex editor. You can see this is the original, this is the original file, disk 32 disk 3 beeps _1. And this is the one, the donor that we're modifying to make it suitable to put in the other one. And that's its long name. It's been patched with MAC addresses. So I want to move, I go over here, select this file. I want to find the serial number. And the serial number is at 1C7210. Okay, let's look at that. If I say search, is it search? I can't remember. No, I want to go to, where is the go to option? I'll find it here in a moment. Oh, here we go, go to. I want to go to 1C7210. And it takes me down here, 1C7210, and here is our serial number, which I believe wraps around all the way to there. Okay. Now, this is the serial number of the machine that we're trying to repair. So if I say copy, I just right click on it, copy, I'm going to go to the other bin file that we're working on. And if I say the same thing, I need to get to that same point, search, go to, it still remembers where I was going. And here we are. This is our donor file, which has a incorrect serial number. So I'm going to highlight this all the way down to here like I did on the other one. And I'm going to say edit, paste, write, not insert, because that would move all the bytes down and add this to the middle of it. We want to overwrite that. Paste, write. There we go. So we fixed the serial number. Now I need to check a couple other things, which are probably the same. This SKU and the package 1C7230. Let's look at that one. It's a CFI 1215A. That looks good. Let's look at the original one right here. CFI 1215. That looks fine. This right here. All that looks fine. There's the package at 1C73E0. 1C73E0. Right here. Package says 1590. This is on our original one. 1590. This right here. 1590. And if I go to the other one, where did it go? 73E0. Here. Same package. 1590. So that's already the same. Okay, that may be about all we need to do. This is a disk version, so we don't have to change that flag. We've moved our MAC addresses. We've moved our serial number. At this point, it should work. So let me write this out. And this is the one where I'm going to save this. See how this highlights in red until you save it. And if I say save, we've now committed that. Excellent. So now what I've got to do is go back to my programmer, and we will write that to this chip. All right, I'm back to the XG Pro writer program, and I have loaded my modified file. I think we're ready to go. It's loaded into the buffer of this program. Now we're going to write it to our chip. And she is writing. And it should verify it. All right, that looked good. I think we have a good write. Let's see if it works. We'll put it back on the board. Okay, well, our BIOS chip, NOR chip, whatever you want to call it, our flash memory IC has been reinstalled. We have our power connected. What do we do now? 13 milliamps, not a whole lot of anything. I did notice we didn't beep this time. No beep. But we're still not working. Okay. Still not working. I think I must have messed something up. So I'm going to have to go back through and look at what I did. Just check I may have to find another donor flash bin file. But we made a change. She's not beeping now. Pretty sure our problem is still here. We just got to fix the contents of this. All right, before I do that, I should take my own advice in regards to this crystal. Let me show you on here if I can get this to zoom in there. Right on this pad right here by this crystal. Yeah, we are not running. Our 32 kilohertz oscillator is not running. Not at all. Zoom in there. Focus. So yeah. So that's an invalid test. Until that's running, nothing's going to happen. I do have 12 volts applied to the board, but really it wouldn't matter as long as that battery is installed right there, because that runs it, that backs it up, keeps the clock running. So, okay. Let me turn off this power. Let me fix my own mess here. I did not, I didn't add flux to this chip, but I worked on it here, and it likes to make its way over here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up just a little, not much. This is at 380. I just want to warm this up a little, just slightly, just to help whatever's under there come out from under there. Just a little. And then I'm going to run some alcohol above it, make it go under there. And then I'll take some canned air. Okay. Is our oscillator running now? Because we do have the battery in there, so in theory it could. Get this. What's it doing? Okay. Are we running? I can get right in here. There we are. We are running. 32,767. Excellent. Okay. So I got bit by the old flux and or alcohol issue. Either one can make it stop running. Although the alcohol would eventually evaporate. The flux, not so much. So let's just see. Negative, positive, and all right, yeah, we're connected. Polarity's right. If I say on, there we go, 300 milliamps. That should work now. No beeping. So, yeah, I got bit by the old flux under the Southbridge issue. Okay, we're ready to try this. Try it out there in the chassis. Finally. Well, here we are back out in the garage, and I think we're at a point of testing. I have not put it back together completely. Just put a few screws in it to hold that metal plate on. Power is connected. HDMI is connected. Monitor is on. See what she does. I didn't hook the fan up. I always forget the fan. Well, I won't have it on that long this time, I hope. Flashing blue light. Flashing blue lights are okay, but I prefer a solid white light. Oh, the monitor locked. Come on. Probably wants to do a storage check. Oh, he went back to a blue light. Okay. Yeah, I think it wants to do a storage check. Now we're locking again. There we go. All right. I think we're coming back from our deep sleep. Our coma that we were in. Okay. Let me make sure this thing comes up completely. I need to do a little cleanup on this one. If you look down at those heatsink fins, pretty dusty. Pretty dusty. No roaches though, just dust. Just dust from use. So I'll clean that out with a really oversized air compressor over there. And then we will put it all back together and check it all out. How's that sound? Sound good? If it'll finish doing its check. There we go. All right, let me do some cleanup and we'll round this up. Round it out. One of those two. Well, this PS5 is fully reassembled. I've got it cleaned out pretty well. So far seems to be working just fine. Had a Dragon Ball Z DVD in there. That'll come in handy. But I'm gonna try to put a disc in it, a PS4 Blu-ray game there, and just see what happens. See if it'll read that, but I bet it does. I hear it spinning. Assassin's Creed. Yep. And we are installing, so that's going to be good too. Well, I hope you thought that was somewhat interesting, educational, entertaining, any of the above. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in that very next repair, which is coming soon, I promise. So long for now.